Hey YouTube, thanks for stopping by the channel. Thanks for clicking play today. Today is day 3, Corvettes at Carlisle. We have got some installs that we've done this morning. We did an install on this Riptide Blue here that we're going to show you here in just a little bit. And we've been selling intakes, guys. That's what we're here for. But I'm taking a break from installing intakes to get some Corvette content today, because today I want to focus more on the C6s and the C7s, but mostly the C6s. We will get into some C7s because we saw some of those ZR1s yesterday, but I didn't get a lot of love yet for the C6s, but I'm going to get that for you guys today. If you guys haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. Help us grow this channel. Help us keep bringing you good content like this, and we'll get into this today and get some of the C6 content out. All right, guys, so you never know who's going to show up here at Corvettes at Carlisle, but we have Corey from Paragon Performance. He's nice enough. He stopped by today, just kind of hanging out, getting out of the sun in the shade. Yep. They don't have a booth yet, guys, but they're considering. They wanted to poll. They want you guys to know whether they should come next year or not. So how are they going to be letting you guys know that?
So pretty much any email communication is going to be good, but more amply to be able to let us know is we actually did a video asking, it's not out yet, but we did a video asking people if they think that we should or should not be here. That'll be on YouTube probably in the next week or two. So today's August 24th. Give it early September. We got to go to Caravan after this, Labor Day and all that.
Yeah, you guys are staying busy. I was talking to Rob. Yeah,
we're very busy. Yeah. So that was part of the reason why we're not at Carlisle this year, is we would have had to take the week, come here, turn around, just go straight to Bowling Green, take another week there. So it just definitely
we actually had to choose between Caravan here.
A lot of people did. I've talked to a few dealers that we work with, and they had a very hard decision, and only one of them is doing both.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, we want to go home for a day, but it's a big
it's
market,
a lot.
So.
It's a lot. Well, we appreciate you coming by the booth. Yeah. You guys heard that. When the video comes out, make sure you check it. Make sure you let Corey know whether or not you guys want them here next year or not, so that way they know. All right. Thanks, Corey.
Thanks.
Yep. Well, I didn't even. You need the universal for that. Oh, dude. Yep. I'm gonna stand over here to the expose. Get all your gaskets. Do you want to connect that first?
You can hold it.
No, here. Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, I guess I think they said they don't like just lugging everything up. It's not like work. I guess the busiest they get. I think so, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely wrong. He's so busy though, but he don't need it.
All right. I know we have some footage of the install here, but I have to show you guys this. This is one of our intakes that we just installed today on a customer car. This Riptide with the Riptide intake, he is getting the carbon fiber appearance package, and he's also going to get the carbon fiber builder plaque. But guys, this is absolute lit. This is fire. Look at that. DBM Racing 2019.com. I mean, come on, guys, you cannot tell me. Look at this from a distance. Like, look at that. That is absolute fire. You have got to look at this. You guys need it. If you've got a Riptide car, you need a Riptide intake. If you've got a torch red accents, you need a torch red intake. You got an edge yellow, you need edge yellow, man. Come on, this is absolutely awesome. It came out better than we thought. I'm actually glad we sold that one here and got to install it and see it in person, because it is probably my favorite one we've done so far. It looks absolutely lights out. I'm going to show you how it looks through the rear glass panel, because I think that actually looks even better. But just look at this, guys. It is absolute fire. All right, guys, so this is what I really want you to see the difference. Look. I mean, tell me you haven't seen anything as sexy as that. Look what we bring. It's like jewelry. It's accessory. It's eye candy. Look at this, guys. I mean, come on. We are really proud of the work we're doing. We are putting out some quality products. And again, we will work with you to get you any custom colors you want, but I had to do this. We did this install today, and this is probably my favorite one we've done so far, especially that Riptide in the actual sun. You cannot tell me that is not one of the sexier things you've seen here. And I really hope he gets the carbon fiber package today so I can get some footage of that too, but holy cow, that looks good. Thumbs up, Shane.
What's up, guys?
There it is, guys.
Hanging out with some
we saw
boys.
Corey earlier, but this is Rob with a Z06. He has a new mod though, the mustache delete mod. So we have that now.
It was the best mod we happily sponsored.
You sponsored the mustache delete.
Paragon sponsored this. So.
I love it. I don't know. I like the stash, to be honest with you.
I did too.
I did.
Only one.
No, there has to be.
There was
Okay,
a handful. There was a handful.
YouTube, if you're watching this, stash or no stash, let's settle this once and for all. I'm a fan. I vote yes. Corey votes no. He claims nobody likes it.
Mustache.
Yes, you stash. That's 2-1 so far, YouTube. Yeah. Corey, you're losing, man.
I'm doing so hot.
Okay, 3-1. 3-1 on the stash. So you're.
Yeah, we've heard other.
So we happen to catch this supercharged Grand Sport while it's idling here. Again, it's a nasty, nasty car. Some big beats on the back here, man. Carbon fiber ZR1 style wing. This car is clean, but man, is that nasty. Look at that. Look at that cam. So this is a pretty good way to start our day of C6 love with a supercharged Grand Sport with some big old meats on the back. That's a nice looking car, man. I love that. All right, guys, again here another Grand Sport. I do like the white stripe, or the gray stripes on the white car. It looks really, really good, but this is a nice clean Grand Sport. Again, I've said this before, I said it yesterday, we're focusing more on the C6 today, but the wide body rear ends with the fender flares on the wide body, the Grand Sports, the Z06 and ZR1s are absolutely perfection. The lines on these things are absolutely amazing. This is such a great car. I do love the Grand Sport. I'm more of a Z06 ZR1 kind of guy in these, but you really would never go wrong with getting yourself a C6 Grand Sport. It's such a great platform. You get about 90% of the bang of the Z06, and it's a good bit less money. It used to be, at least. Now they're pretty expensive. They're starting to get to be where prices are starting to go back up on all these C6s again, C5s as well. All right, just your standard C6 LS2 Corvette. Again, the lines are still beautiful on the normal C6 version, but comparison, you guys saw this same shot back there on the Grand Sport, how the Grand Sport with the wide rear fender, that's absolute perfection. These are beautiful lines, do not get me wrong, but we'll come over here and look, and you see on this Grand Sport the fender flares on the back there, the difference, and the lines are just, in my opinion, absolute perfection, the wide body C6s. All right, YouTube, I know I told you today was C6 Love Day, but I gotta give some love to this car. This is Kevin Horan's 2024 3LZ Z06 Coupe, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Again, he has the torch red car, he has the torch red calipers, but you know what Kevin Horan doesn't have is a torch red LT6 intake manifold. How do you explain that, Kevin? If only you knew someone who would make one of those for you.
Well, I was hoping you guys would put it on for me, but no, you had to give it to Justin. Everything goes to Justin.
No,
we get the leftovers. It's all good.
No, but again, guys, I know today is C6 Love Day, but you have got to, this car is spec'd absolutely amazing from the interior. I mean, competition seats, the stitching, the carbon fiber, the torch. I mean, you can't go wrong with a torch red Corvette. I mean, that's like the standard, right? Like, it's just the standard. So we're gonna get Kevin hooked up with one of these intakes here before too long, but he's one of our subscribers. He's a very loyal guy on the channel. We've met him at the bash. He's a really good dude. He's the grand poobah here at Corvettes at Carlisle this year. So he got promoted, but I had to include his car 100%. I could not do this without this. If I walked past this car and didn't film it, I would feel terrible about myself. All right, let's move on, guys. All right, just moving down the line here, guys. Another Grand Sport C6. This is a Callaway supercharged Grand Sport. I bet this thing just absolutely screams. Again, wide body. I like the C6R Jake logo there. The Callaway interior here with a little bit of carbon fiber accents. I mean, this This is clean. I bet this is, ZR1 level speed to a certain point. Of course, the ZR1, it doesn't take much to make 1,000 horsepower on those jokers, but this is done really nice. I do like the color. I like the silver calipers. I like the Grand Sport stripes. Little story about the Grand Sport stripes with like the Dodge used to do them on the stripes on the fenders. A lot of people don't know this thing, but back when people were racing and running, the 2 stripes on the fenders, and initially meant that there was an amateur driver that was on the track. So again, they adopted it because it looks good, but they have the 2 stripes on. Originally on the racetrack, it meant that it was an amateur driver. But this is a beautiful car, done very nice. Love, love, love the Callaway hood on this Grand Sport. I bet with it closed, it looks really, really insane. Nice example of a C6 guy. Today's all about C6 love. All right, we had a little talk with the owners. You're nice people, but you guys got to check this. Life's too short. I mean, come on. Go on and buy that money. Don't let your kids spend your money. Go buy a Corvette. Don't let your kids spend your inheritance. Go buy a Corvette. All right, this one here, wicked. I love this one, but this is what, like 427 Grand Sport, supercharged Callaway, absolute freaking awesome. I'm telling you guys, the Z06, the Grand Sport, and the ZR1 with these wide bodies, unbelievable. But this is really nice. I love the 427 badge. I love the carbon fiber hood with the supercharger. And again, you're probably going to get close to ZR1 level performance out of these things, but this is a very clean, very nice looking car. And I do actually, over the Z06 wheel, I like the Grand Sport wheel better, and the C6 for sure. Again, same thing over here, another supercharged Callaway. So you're looking for some nice C6s here. This Callaway booth is really, this Callaway area is a really, really nice place to be, to see some really awesome C6s, man. All right, so walking just across here, another Grand Sport. We're gonna have to find the Z06s because this is actually, didn't know this, the Grand Sport area. So we will find the Z06s, but again, just another good example of this. I think this is the dark shadow gray, but just a good example of the wide body. Nice clean car, nothing crazy, nothing fancy, but it doesn't have to be. It's a Grand Sport. That makes it special all in itself. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna try to find some Z06s and some ZR1s. All right, YouTube, coming down here, like these, there's a C6 Grand Sport, C6 Grand Sport, all of these cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is the section for the Carlisle Blue cars, okay? Here's our first C6 Z06. Again, this is a bucket list car for me, and I don't think I've seen one in Carlisle Blue. There is a ZR1 here. It was getting expelled the other day, but like the Carlisle Blue here with the Z06, the LS7 is like, until the LT6 came out, the LS7 was the LT7 version, right? The LS7 was just the motor. It was NA, it was high winding, 505 horsepower from the factory, but you made it a lot of horsepower really quickly with cams, heads. The heads needed fixed anyway, but cams, heads, full exhaust, and these things you can make 600 horsepower, 625 wheel horsepower, no problem. But this is a really good Z06 example, the C6. But look at this, Carlisle Blue, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go around here. 5, 6, 7. There's like so many Carlisle Blue cars. This is just gorgeous. Again, these are some pretty rare cars. I did film the Carlisle Blue one the other day of the ZR1, which I'm sure that ZR1 in Carlisle Blue is probably one of about 70 maybe. But yeah, absolutely awesome that we have these colors. There's so many of them together. So, oh, you got your sheet here? Yeah. Nice. In case you were wondering, thank you for printing that out for us here. 2012 C6 Carlisle Blue. Like I said, there's a whole row of them here, guys. It's freaking awesome. It just has the breakdown here of what it is. So 535 Carlisle Blue Corvettes are broken down by vehicles as follows: coupe, 109 convertible. So that one we saw the other day, guys, I wasn't wrong at all. So ZR1 11. That one that was up at the Expel booth, YouTube, like there's 11 of those cars. That's a freaking unicorn. And you're only gonna see
109.
Yeah, and you're only gonna see stuff like this at Carlisle. Like you're not gonna see Carlisle Blue ZR1 like the one that was up at Expel. So, but absolutely awesome. And again, still looking at down, like, I mean, they're just gorgeous cars, great color, absolutely awesome. Another Grand Sport here, the wide body. Like I said, you guys know I'm a fan, but goodness gracious. So yeah, 1 of 11 made on that. Again, C6 love here we have coming through. We got a C6 Z06 here. Let's see what else we can find looking around here. Look at that, C6 love, a 427 60th anniversary. That's a bad car, dude. That's a really, really good car. The LS7 motor in there for the 427 edition Corvette. So, all right, so over here, we're gonna go over here in just a second. We're gonna catch those. We're gonna talk to the owner of some of these cars and we'll go from there. All right, coming up here. I know today is all about the C6, but you can't pass up when you walk past a C8 Z06, the hardtop coupe. The lines are completely different because it does not have the hatchback. It actually is the coupe. It's a fixed roof. You cannot take the roof off because of the weights. But these cars, guys, these cars are one of the best bang for the buck cars you can get as far as performance wise. It's already set up. It's basically a track car. If you buy it, it's very, very light. The performance is amazing. I would love to get my hands on one of these, but as Justin will tell you on his channel, he just sold one. They're going for about 30 grand now, which is crazy because a couple of years ago, I used to be able to get these things for like 19, 20 grand in good condition. And now a good one's gonna run you like 30 grand. It's crazy, but those lines are, that's the first time I seen the, not a hatchback. They brought back the hardtop coupe, and I loved it. From the day I saw it, I still love it. It's one of my favorite additions, but I had to shoot that one. You can't walk past that car and not get it on the channel. Right behind that one, guys, we have another C6 Z06. Again, today is all about the C6, and this is a gorgeous example. I do like the 427 on the seats. You know, obviously this is the LS7, right? That's bespoke to the C6 Z06, and it's an absolute monster motor, but I do like the 427 accents here. The color is absolutely gorgeous, and this is a clean car. There is not one speck of dust on this car. This is a very clean car, very nice, good example. C6 Z06. This car, guys, again, right across from it, I like that badge, C6 Z06. I like that Z06 badge. I do like the engine carbon fiber appearance package. They don't have the LS7 intake because it looks like they've got an aftermarket intake on there. Again, these cars are ridiculous. Z06, obviously, really good condition. I love the interior accents with the blue, with the carbon fiber and the blue leather, then the red trim, with the red trim out here. This goes really, really well with this color. And then that, I do like the Z06 badge. It may have been even better in red, to be honest with you, with the red accents here, but I like that Z06 badge the way it is instead of that factory one with the 505 horsepower. That one sits a little bit more flush. I do like that, guys. I love the hood. I love the stripes on it. The accents. It's a really, really clean car. A Z06, I'm sorry, a Grand Sport here in the same color. And this one here is the one I've been looking for, guys. We did see the one in Carlisle Blue the other day, which is basically a unicorn. They made so few of those. But this is the big dog, right? This is the king of the hill. This is a 2011 ZR1. I mean, look, these are still monsters. If you sleep on one of these cars nowadays, you will get embarrassed. It doesn't matter, man. This is a 2011, and if you sleep, you will get smoked. This car is so fast, and it takes very little to make big, big power in these cars. They are still king of the hill, in my opinion. I'd love to have one. It's bucket list. The LS9 Supercharged is about as robust an engine as they ever made. Again, this is the one I'm really looking for, guys. Is some of these ZR1s, they catch them, man. So, love this car. I love the color. That would be one of the colors with the blue caliper and stuff that I would spec out. I love that so much, guys. So much. Whew. Again, we just got to see that beautiful supersonic blue ZR1. And again, you can't walk. I know it's C6 day, but you can't walk past the C5 Z06. I mean, when they brought back the hardtop coupe, I mean, you can't walk past one of these cars. You know, a lot of people take the, it's good to see this one still has the pop-up lights from the factory. A lot of people take them out and put in like the recessed lights so they don't have the motorized lenses that come up. But again, you can't walk past this car and not film it. It's in black. It's beautiful. It has a really, really good finish. There's not any, scratches in here that you can see from the surface. It's got a great shine on it. But these cars are no joke as well. It doesn't take much. You can make power in these. And they weigh so little that they just move. And they handle, oh, it's just crazy. Can't walk past them. Can't trip. Let's get back to C6. All right, guys, check this C6 out, man. I love the orange calipers on this one. I love the skulls and the flames across the bottom and the finish. This is absolutely gorgeous paint. There's not one thing wrong with it. Look at the valve covers on this, guys. Unbelievably cool. The orange striping across it, the aftermarket hood. Just absolutely freaking awesome, man. This car is, there's a lot of time, a lot of work, and I know they're the wide bodies anyway, but if you look, that's a wide body, right? There's a lot to that. There's a wide body. They've actually done bigger flares, put their fenders out, and look at the paint, guys. Look at the paint. absolute perfection on that paint. This is one gorgeous C6. Again, see stuff like this, these high dollar things. You don't see much of that anywhere but at Corvettes at Carlisle, guys. Let's keep moving along. All right, we're just about done here coming around seeing the C6s. I am actually going to cut in footage from yesterday's video here so you guys can see it. Since today is about the C6s and it is such a rare car. The Carlisle Blue ZR1 that we saw yesterday, I'm actually going to put that back in here in case that you saw this video and you didn't see yesterday's, because it is such a rare car, literally a unicorn. You're only going to see stuff like this at Corvettes at Carlisle, and I'm going to cut that in footage here now so you can see that car, and then we'll keep moving on. All right, I saw this car earlier in the Expel booth. This is what I'm talking about. Wearing like a blue like this. I don't know. I think this is a wrap. I don't know. I have to ask, but this baby blue, it's like a Carlisle blue. This car is insane. And again, ZR1, King of the Hill, Big Daddy. This is bucket list car for me. Like, these cars are unbreakable, and you could do very few mods to this thing. And you're 900 horsepower in a car that weighs like 3,000 pounds. It's absolutely one of the best things GM ever made, and how they engineered this. It's just crazy, over the top engineering. And the lines, guys, come on, the lines of these ZR1s. I love the double vents here, but the lines, those big fat fenders on the back, amazing. I know today is all about the C6s, but this is a color you don't see every day. This is the caffeine. And it actually doesn't look terribly bad with the black wheels and the yellow calipers, but the yellow grill guards are a nice touch. They really are. Yeah. Since I don't really get to see this color too much, I figured I'd go ahead and put this one in, even though today is all about the C6s. All right, YouTube, well, that's it. Day 3 in the books. The booth is all packed up. That's it. No more booth, guys. We did great. We had a great weekend. We had a great response from people about our intakes. We did some installs here. People got to see them. It was awesome. Today was all about the C6 when I went rolling around, because I didn't do a great job covering that before, but I wanted everybody to see some of these cars here. And again, if you've never been to Corvettes and Carlisle, this is an experience. There are thousands of Corvettes and tens of thousands of people come through over the 3-day weekend. Because it was hot, we got sunburned, it was, well, we were dehydrated, we were tired, we were doing installs on hot cars that have been running and driven here. But you know, it's all great, it's all exciting, it's all fun, it's all what we love to do, guys. If you haven't, again, like, share, and subscribe. Help us grow this channel. Help us keep bringing you good content like this. We got some more great stuff coming. We got some more racing coming. We've got some more additions to Brandon's car coming. You guys hang with us, man. We're going great places, and we want to take you along for the ride. Check us out, www.dbmracing2019.com. Check out our intake manifolds. Check out the custom painting. We're going to be offering custom porting from Tony Mamo for throttle bodies and intakes very, very soon. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.